Well, hello again, DirtFish Rally friends, and welcome back for the final time to the Pavillonki Service Park here in Jyväskylä for our end of rally review of Rally Finland. Listen, before we get into that, press like and press the alerts bell. It's a bell, I think it is, goes ding dong, tells you when we've got new videos. Where do we start? Well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? We start by congratulating Elfyn Evans on the most magnificent victory here in Finland. He becomes only the second Brit to win Rally Finland, and that is an achievement not to be underestimated. The style of the victory as well, the circumstances behind the victory should also be applauded. He came into this event on the back of a very difficult run. Remember, he had that accident, well, he had that mistake that he made in Safari, and things then got progressively more difficult for him. He was lacking confidence coming into this event, he really was. And what does he do? He puts the car on the door handles right from the off, from second on the road. Don't forget that either. You know, Ogier told us just how difficult it was first on the roads. Evans was second on the roads, and my goodness me, he found a turn of pace here in Finland that was enormously impressive. Many congratulations to him, and many congratulations to Scott Martin. But first, let's take a look then at our final classifications for Secto Rally Finland. Many congratulations to Elfyn Evans and Scott Martin. They take the win here. Oyt Tanak, a magnificent second. Craig Breen making it two Hyundais on the podium in third. Esa-Pekka Lappi, what a return to the top flight for him, finishing in fourth. Sebastian Ogier finished in fifth. Gus Greensmith was the first of our M Sport cars in sixth. In seventh, it's Adrian Formeau. And then in eighth, it was Teemu Sunonen winning WRC 2. In ninth, Mads Osberg. And in 10th, and also winning WRC 3, it's Emil Lindholm. What makes the performance that much more impressive is the way that the other Toyotas struggled, and they all struggled, apart from perhaps Esa-Pekka Lappi, but he talked quite a number of times during the event about a lack of grip, as clearly did Kalle Rovanperä, and we saw him having this enormous accident which put him out of the rally. Now, Rovanperä also hurt his back, and he's struggling a little bit with that. Fingers crossed that he's all okay for the next event in Spain. Who else struggled in Toyotas? Whoa, Katsuta-san, big save on the opening day, and then another big off. When? Yesterday, really, that ended his rally. It was a difficult weekend, it's fair to say. We all assumed that the Toyotas would dominate this event. Hyundai have been nothing short of woeful on this event over the past 7 or 8 years. Toyota should have dominated, but they didn't for a number of reasons. They perhaps got their pre-event testing wrong. More than that, Hyundai upped their game. But before we go any further, let's hear from our rally winner, Elfyn Evans.
Feeling pretty good. Obviously, Finland is special for everyone, and myself included. You know, I always enjoy coming here, but to get a result like this is pretty special.
Scott, what point in the event did you realise that, yeah, actually, I've got a chance here, I'm feeling good, the car's feeling good?
I think the first day I was still tweaking the setup, let's say, and already then from Saturday morning I really started to feel like we made another step with the car, and I really started to feel comfortable. Honestly, Friday night I wasn't still too sure I could take the fight. I thought maybe we could be at least closer to the Hyundais because of obviously the road position would be a bit more equal. But of course it wasn't until we started to win those stages on Saturday that I really started to think, you know, that this is realistic now.
Obviously, in terms of the championship now, you know, it's right back on again.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's still an uphill battle. You know, it's still a pretty massive points gap. But like I promised all the way through the year, we'll go to every rally and give our best, and whatever happens at the end, then we'll be.
So a remarkable performance from Elfyn, as we've already said, but also a remarkable performance from Hyundai. They very much upped their game here. Craig Breen, magnificent on the on the Friday. He was magnificent on the Friday. He led at the end of the day. He then throttled back a touch on the Saturday, couldn't find the ultimate pace, but the man who did find the pace to push really Elfyn Evans all the way was Oyt Tanak, and he was a very happy man at the end of the event. All right, many congratulations. We know that you're a man that's always looking for the win, but in some ways, this one might just about feel like a win.
No, it feels like second place. I mean, yeah, definitely we didn't come with too high hopes, you know. It was not really that we were favorites. Definitely the Toyota boys were the favorites, so we knew where we are from. But anyway, I think the guys at the factory made some good progress in last 2 years, and it's maybe just a shame that there was no Rally Finland last year, you know, where we could give our first push and get the experience, because yeah, now we came just for the last time with these cars, and you know, we managed to improve many things, but not everything, and you know, like this, if it's not all perfect, it's a bit tricky. I enjoyed the fight. I didn't enjoy completely the performance and the behavior, but I definitely gave everything from my side, and yeah, definitely it was nice to make sure that Elfyn has earned this win, so and he has. So I mean, he did a great job.
Yeah, well done, Oi. It was a really well won second place. I mentioned Craig Breen. Well, let's hear from him as well.
It's been a good weekend. 3 podiums in a row. Yeah, it feels really good. Yeah, obviously after Friday, it was looking so nice. I really felt confident, and our speed was really good. But yeah, the guys found an extra little something to stay Saturday, especially Saturday afternoon. And yeah, I was taking quite a lot of risks. You know, I was pushing a lot, and you know, I could see some lines in places where I think the guys were pushing even harder. And yeah, given where I am, you know, I think it was better just to try and bring the car home and try and get some points in the Manufacturers' Championship. So in the end, we did just that.
So what a performance really from Hyundai. They can go away from this event with an awful lot of positives. M Sport, well, do you know what? We all know the situation there. We all know that at M Sport they are very much concentrating on next year. There was no pre-event test here. I think the fact that both Gus Greensmith and Adrian Formo got through the event without any big issues was a real bonus for them. They're building towards a proper challenge next year, M Sport. They won't really be looking at the timesheets. They won't be too bothered by how far off the pace they are. They got through without any big damage to the car, without any trouble for the drivers. That in itself was a result. So we have already congratulated Elfyn Evans on a wonderful victory. Any more congratulations? Well, perhaps we can congratulate Esa-Pekka Lappi, because Jari-Matti Latvala, the Toyota team boss, had this to say at the end of the event. What is your initial analysis of Esa-Pekka Lappi's performance? Surely he has done enough to get that signature on that dotted line.
We say that if he can be in top 5, that would be enough. He was in 4th overall and did a great power stage. For me, that is the performance what we wanted, and on my eyes, that is enough. Now that I personally, you know, I would propose him to be our driver lineup for next year, but the decision will be made in Japan, so I can propose, but they will decide. And I can tell you that we will hear news during this month, but they will decide in Japan.
So it looks as if the lineup for Toyota more or less confirmed for next year. Elfyn Evans, Kalle Rovanperä, Seb Ogier doing a few events, and Esa-Pekka Lappi sharing that car with Ogier. Folks, we have had a wonderful time here in Finland. It has looked absolutely gorgeous. I tell you what, do you want to have another look at some of the great work our cameraman Gaz does? Have a look at some of these shots from Droney McDroneface, which is his favourite toy. Finland just looked magnificent in the autumn. This could well be a one-off, but no one will complain if we have these kind of scenes again at some point in the future. We very much enjoyed Rally Finland. I hope you've enjoyed our coverage this week. Not too long to wait, folks, for Rally de España. In 2 weeks' time? We'll see you all there.